Brothers and sisters, I want to make it very clear. The Prophet was not a mailman. He was not a delivery man. We say messenger. The Holy Prophet was a messenger. He was not a mailman. When a mailman brings the Holy Quran to me, he could be an atheist for all I care. He brings the Quran, he is separate from the Quran. The Prophet is not a mailman. The Prophet is the Quran walking and talking. He is the mail, not the mailman. He is the message. He is the example. He is the Quran. Hence the Quran came into his heart. Otherwise Jibreel would have brought a book down and given it to the Prophet as evidence, and this book would have been so divine that no human being could replicate it, and it could have been floating someplace and the whole world would have known this is definitely from God. Humans can't make this. So that's one issue. The second issue is when the Quran was revealed, people say, the Prophet, he didn't know how to read. So they say, Ma ana biqari. Jibreel says, Iqra. He says, well, I don't know how to read. He said, yeah. Jibreel says, read. He says, I don't know how to read. So Jibreel squeezes him. Gigantic wings, just, Iqra. I mean, is it logical? Now, excuse me, read what? Look at the absurd logic. If Jibreel brought a book down, he's got a book, he opens it up and says, Ya Rasulullah, Iqra. He says, I don't know how to read. But that's not how it happened. Jibreel came and says, Iqra. No book. Now even a parrot could do it. Even a parrot will say, Iqra. If I say to you in French, you'll do it. If I tell you in Chinese, you'll do it. So why is the Prophet having a problem reading? Look at these concoctions and stories about the Prophet not being able to read. Jibreel is saying, read, follow me, read. The Spirit is already in the heart of the Prophet. How can he not read? Tell me he read and then the Spirit came? Absurd. The Spirit was already in him. The Quran is already in him. So how come he cannot read? No, the Prophet never said that. These are concoctions designed to belittle the Prophet, so that if I can belittle the Prophet, I can belittle the laws of Allah, I can belittle Islam, and Islam comes under my foot, in my pockets, and now I can do what I want to do with it.